Welcome to yet another mail day with Bearded Thinker. Let's look at some of the packages that the postman brought me this time. We'll start in a couple of seconds. Let's look what we have here. So these are the two batteries. I only need one, and yeah, I can finally now fix my Intel NUC. These are something similar in size to CR2032s or something like that, 3 volts, but they should be sufficient to keep the BIOS from the Intel NUC for a very long time. Yeah, it was cheaper to get two than one, so that's why I got two, although I really don't think that I will ever be needing the second one. Yeah, I know, this one is not that exciting, but a lot of the PCs, especially servers, network cards, RAID cards, need those types or similar types of the batteries. I did already install this one inside my Intel NUC. It of course fits perfectly, it works perfectly, and that's okay. Yeah, and the probably second battery I have will expire before I need it for the Intel NUC once again. As you can see, you have two options, one is 2P and the other one is 3P. The difference is in terms of pins. 2P has 2 pins and 3P version has 3 pins. And if I'm not mistaken, in the 3P version the wires are on the far left and right side of the connector, so middle connector is without any kind of a wire. The price for two batteries is 82 cents with 64 cents shipping, and I think I went with the AliExpress Saver shipping, and the price of the shipping was, how much is that? 6 times more than the battery itself. Not that excited, but as I said, a lot of products still need onboard batteries, and some require batteries like this. So if you require battery like this, you know where you can find it. Let's open up this large package. Looks like we will be having a giveaway. So this is a SwitchBot Lock, and this package I was expecting, and I also was expecting one of these cameras. This camera is extra, and this one I also didn't expect, but at least we will have something to record videos on how to integrate inside Home Assistant. So let me first try this box. So this is the camera. And we also have mounting kit, USB cable, it's micro. If you need for different type of socket, for UK this one, charger, and double-sided, I think it's magnetic strip. Let's check this one. This is the camera. You have option of mounting it somewhere firmly. This is how it looks when it's off or when it's in privacy mode. And yeah, it is pan tilt. Once again, we have cable, micro, USB charger, mounting bracket. This is template for drilling holes. This one is for ejecting the SD card, and I think that SD card, where is it? It's here. So this is probably for reset then, not for the ejecting the card. And once again for the UK power socket. And last thing for today is this thing here. This is still not available in the EU. It has been released earlier this year in Japan, and it will be or is currently getting released in the US, and the EU version of this smart lock will come sometime later this year. I like the packaging. Here we should have, yeah. Okay, let's get everything out. So from what I know, this is a screwdriver. It's a shame that they didn't put a SwitchBot logo on it. Missed opportunity. Here we have two NFC tags. These tags can be used to unlock without the key or without the app this lock. We have door magnet. This is glued on the opposite side of the lock. If your lock is installed like this goes on the lock and this goes on the door. Or if your lock is installed like this, it should be aligned with the upper corner and it should be used to detect if the door is open or not. Double-sided glue, some screws. For the tape is replacement for this tape here. And depending on the size of the deadbolt or the key in the lock you have option to replace these with larger ones. So this depends on type of the lock on the door you have. Insert it like this so the lock fits here in this groove. Align this here like this. Okay. So if, for example, when you insert or want to try and install the lock on the door, you need more clearance or distance, then you can unscrew two screws here and two on this side. Remove this plate, align it, for example, like this, and then just fasten it. The batteries are CR123A ones, which are not that common for most of the things. I know that Shelly uses it a lot in its devices. I don't like it because the Shelly devices were really chewing up through this, through the batteries. I hope that SwitchBot comes with some kind of charging or rechargeable batteries for this. Not sure if this is possible or not. Let's see how this goes. Oh, like this. And yeah, you can manually turn it or of course use their app.
I will not be going into details into this video because I don't want to bore you once again with the indoor camera stuff and the pan tilt camera stuff. If you want to see how they work, if they can be integrated in Home Assistant or not, and what is the setup process, check the link that I will be posting here. It's my previous video on the SwitchBot and integration for the cameras in the Home Assistant. But if you are looking for a SwitchBot product, and they do have a lot of products, now is a good time because they are starting pre-Prime Day sale, and of course there will be also Prime Day sale. So if you are looking for some additional discounts, you can find my code down in the description of the video, plus some of the links. I think the discount applies both to this website, which there is a EU version, US version, etc., but also to the Amazon stores in most of the countries. As I said, a lot of that stuff will be in the description of the video. But let's check the items that I did receive. This is the indoor camera. The price is 40 euros or 39.99. But don't forget to check down in the description of the video for my special code for all the viewers of my channel that will get you 5% extra on whatever extra percentage you already can get through the website. The camera is Wi-Fi. You can use it together with the SwitchBot app, which of course is preferred way, but also you can use it with a Smart Life, which is a Tuya app, especially if you need to integrate inside Home Assistant. Unfortunately, yes, this camera is cloud camera and you will need cloud access or cloud account to get the images and real-time notification, and it will not work locally. The quality of the image 1080p is really great, both during the day and during the night. It has very good motion detection, which if you're using their app, will get the notifications inside their app. Of course, you can also hook this up via webhooks to Home Assistant, but that's different kind of beast, which I will not be tackling this time, and I will be talking more about that, I hope, if I do everything correctly, in my video where I will be doing full review or how to add the lock inside Home Assistant. Most of these things also apply to this pan tilt camera, with the exception the previous camera is 39.99 and this one is 29.99, and I really do not know how they did manage to do that. One of the cheap pan tilt cameras I used previously was the D-Link camera, but it was at least 2 or if not even 3 times much more expensive than this one. It has pan tilt functionality, it has a manual privacy shutter, so you can close the lens and turn the privacy mode on. But on the other hand, yes, through the app you can also turn it back on. So the question is it really privacy mode or not? It once again uses Wi-Fi, it once again needs cloud, it can work once again with the SwitchBot app, but also Smart Life app, which is a Tuya app. And more or less that's it. As I said, you can check the previous video I did, and the card to that or the link to that is in the upper right corner of this video. Before we talk about the lock, one item did arrive a little bit later, I think about 10 days after the lock arrived. And this is this keypad. Although this one is keypad touch, and I received keypad without touch version, so without this fingerprint sensor. The SwitchBot did offer to send me the touch version, but I said, listen guys, I myself unfortunately will not be able to implement this lock, so I'm okay with the keypad only. The keypad is extra device which you can, but you don't need to buy to work in pair with the lock. It is then mounted outside. You can use the metal mount, magnetic mount, whatever type of mount you wish, and there are a lot of options that arrive in the box together with this lock, and then you pair it with the lock. Then you can assign various codes, even temporary codes, to your either family members or people that need access to your apartment. Then those people with a code will not be needing the app to enter the apartment. You can also create protected passcodes, which means that only, for example, the middle part of this password is checked against the password list, and first couple of numbers and last couple of numbers can be random, which adds a bit of security or extra layer of security. Of course, you can also use the NFC card. So with this lock, you can enter the apartment with the app. Besides the app, you can also use the NFC tags that are included in the lock package. With that, you can lock when, for example, you put your phone on the nightstand. With the keypad, you can also use the NFC cards to unlock, passcode, with this one also your fingerprint for biometric access, etc. So there are a lot of options, and it really does look like they've looked at some of the other manufacturers, for example Nuki, which has a very similar ecosystem. But as far as I know, Nuki's keypad doesn't also include the biometric scanning, for which you have to buy external third-party device. And yes, you can buy it cheaper to the Nuki, but this is a non-Nuki device. Keypad itself is IP64 rated, which means it is protected from the rain or shine or even snow, as they say, and the battery life should be lasting a long time, but since this is brand new device, only time will tell. The keypad version, the one that I have, costs $30, while the one with the keypad, which is currently not available and will be started to ship at 15th of July this year, will cost around $60. And you can also, of course, place the pre-order. But the star of this video is this SwitchBot Lock. I did mention this couple of times already, but it's good to repeat. Unfortunately, at this point, this lock is made for the US markets. Yes, there are some cases when even in EU or some other regions you will be able to use it, but if you have typical EU lock, wait till the last quarter of this year. Hopefully, by the information I have, then we should expect new version of the lock that should work in the EU. And yes, I will be making a separate video on this one, and no, I'm no Paul Hibbert, so I didn't receive mini door to test this one, but I've found a way. The installation itself is really easy, and hopefully I will be able to show you just that. These are the three types of the locks that are supported. And this door lock does support a multitude of ways on how you can unlock it. OS widgets, Apple Watch, voice control with a lot of voice assistants, Bluetooth, connect to it remotely if you have SwitchBot Hub Mini, NFC tags and physical keys. As we mentioned previously, you can pair it with a keypad or keypad touch, and that's it. The price of the lock is $100. And why not 100 euros? Once again, this product is not available in the EU. If you are in the US, you are good to go. You can buy the kits: Smart Lock, lock with the keypad, lock with the keypad touch, lock plus hub mini, lock keypad hub mini, and lock keypad touch and hub mini, which I think are great deals. If we look at this one, I think you get $10 off, and this one I think it's more than 10, around 20 or something dollars less than the standard price. So the prices are really competitive, as I mentioned a couple of times here, but also on my stream. And by the way, if you didn't know, I do stream. I try to stream every 2 weeks. On the previous stream, we were talking about the lock, and I said I found a way on how to test it. But I also still didn't have time to do that, and I was unfortunately unable to play with the integration inside Home Assistant. From what I've seen, you will be able to integrate and pull the information from the lock inside Home Assistant, but there will be no other way communication, so you will not be able to, at least for now, control the lock from within Home Assistant. Yes, you can then of course create notification if the lock changes from locked to unlock. You can receive notification on Home Assistant or wait for alarm or trigger alarm or something similar. If there is a jam, you can then create alarm inside Home Assistant to inform you that there is a jam on the lock. And of course, if the door is locked and there is nobody at home for Home Assistant integration, then you could also trigger the alarm to be turned on. But as I mentioned, there is no two-way communication. This one needs to use the cloud services, the API from SwitchBot, and it will be working via the webhooks. And by the way, data center where SwitchBot is keeping all those data or where that data is coming and going from is AVS. Once again, if you are looking for this product or any SwitchBot product, there will be links to both SwitchBot and Amazon stores or all the country regional Amazon stores where you can use my coupon code and get extra 5% of the standard discounts that will be applied during the pre-Prime and also Prime Day sales.
Yeah, so out of 2 items, only one is here, Atom Lite, and I'm missing M5Stack C+. So this is Atom Lite ESP32. You have one button here, the other button here. Here is also the LED, USB-C type connector here, headers here, and also headers can be or items can be connected on this side. And as I mentioned, I still miss or something was not shipped as it should be. So the M5Stack C, which I ordered, is missing. Yeah, let's check the web listing.
I did previously mention, and I'm not sure if I created the video, at least melee video for this item. So this is Atom Echo Smart Speaker, and this is the speaker I had previously. But this time I bought different items, and yes, I was not wrong. The package really was missing one item. I did contact Distrelec and Distrelec, and they've sent me the missing item. So I will be showing you what I was missing in the package. And I think on the last stream we also talked about it and I showcased it how it works. While this device costs 12 euros, Atom Echo, and includes a speaker, Atom costs only 8 euros or 9.73 euros with the VAT. It has 520K of program memory, memory size is 4 MB, flash, RAM, interfaces are Bluetooth, GPIO, Grove interface, I2C, UART, USB-C, and Wi-Fi. Dimensions are 24 by 24 by 10 millimeters, so it's very small, and the weight is 12 grams. I still haven't hooked up this to anything, but I really do like this M5Stack family of products. Chip is based on ESP32 Pico, processor is 240 MHz dual core, and it also includes the infrared. because this device doesn't only have Wi-Fi, but it also has Bluetooth. It is ESP32 based. I think that I ordered this device to try and play with the room presence or presence detection inside the apartment. And the other product that I featured or talked about in the stream, last stream, is this M5Stack Plus kit with watch accessories. And it's a really nice kit. Let's look at some of the specs. So it's M5 stick, 520 kilobytes of program memory, 4 megabytes of memory size, flash, SRAM. It has Bluetooth, GPIO, I2C, UART, USB-C, Wi-Fi. But I think it also has the infrared inside, so you can send the ER codes from it. It has 6-axis inertia measurement unit, which means it can track the movement. And for the watch, that is a great thing. You can create even your own health app. And if I'm not mistaken, it also includes the sensor that can measure the voice or the noise levels. So it's really nice development kit. It includes the battery and you can carry it with yourself because it can be turned into a watch. The cost of this product is 26 euros or 22.29 euros without VAT if you can buy items without VAT. It is currently not in stock, but it should be back in stock in 10 days. Oh yeah, and of course I forgot to tell you, yes, it also has a screen. So you can display the results from your applications on the screen. Let's check the last item for today.
Let's open up this package. This is SunFounder TS7 Pro 7-inch touch display. It includes everything you really need to set up some kind of acrylic case. But I'm also looking forward to try and design a case for it for wall mounting or something like that. That can be either embedded into the drywall or something like that, or maybe a closed case for desk or similar. Let's see what's inside. They usually have very nice manuals. So what's included is 7-inch touch display, USB bridge for Pi 3, USB bridge for Pi 4, HDMI bridge for Pi 3 and HDMI bridge for Pi 4. Also screwdriver, protective cover plate, camera mounting plate, metal sticks, standoffs, screws, countersink screws, rivets, HDMI cable to micro HDMI and micro USB cable. And this is how you set it up. Okay, this is really nice display, and it would really be nice use case if I could do some touch screen for Home Assistant here. It would also be very good to install it on a printer as a large display for the printer. Speakers. And then we have all the other bits and bobs here. This is the HDMI cable, HDMI to micro HDMI. This is the back side. It has, it goes like this, I think. And you have space also here for the, no, Raspberry Pi goes here. You have space here also for the SSD or HDD. Nice. USB-C, no, micro USB cable. HDMI converters, sorry, USB and HDMI ones. This is mount for the Pi camera, screwdriver, and everything else. Okay.
If you remember, I've created previously video on the Raspad 2, and I will be leaving a link to it here in the corner. So if you want to check that link out or how to install Home Assistant on it, go check it out. I really like this screen. I like a lot of things. I have a lot of screens. I even have also that Raspad sitting around somewhere. But this one is a little bit special. It feels less heavy, although it is a very big display because it has this acrylic stand, it has standoffs that allow the circulation of air, but also mounting of the external battery. So this can be powered via battery, or this battery can be used as UPS for this device. You can also mount the camera or SSD drive. Unfortunately, because of this 7-inch plus the acrylic stand plus everything, it can look a little bit bulky. So I'm working currently on a workaround for this, but I'm still missing some of the parts and I will not be making spoilers. For now, what I have done, I have plugged everything in. I've inserted the Raspberry Pi with the SD card. I've installed the Raspberry Pi with the SD card, with the Home Assistant, not OS, but running once again on a Bullseye, if I'm not mistaken, a Raspberry OS version as a supervised installation, which gives you extra benefits because not only are you running Home Assistant on this device, but you also have display, which is not something that you usually have with the standard Home Assistant OS because it doesn't contain the desktop for the display. So with this device, you are able to run both Home Assistant supervised, which is kind of supported. It is supported, but if something breaks, you are on your own. But as I said, you can then use the same device to run Home Assistant and also to power this touchscreen display. You can, if you have drywall, maybe embed this device, display, Home Assistant, insert a Zigbee or Z-Wave stick and put it inside your wall. And then you will have all-in-one home control device. The display is great. It's been sitting on my desk here for a week or two or maybe even three, and every day I'm playing a little bit with the display. I've installed Dwayne's dashboard and it really looks nice on this device. So if you are looking for touchscreen that is compatible with the Raspberry Pi 4, and it should be compatible with most of the Raspberry Pis because it's using the standard pinout, and let's check the graphics here. It has 40-pin male header, 40-pin female header. This is the one where you connect your Raspberry Pi. Here you have power connection, touch for the external, HDMI connection, speakers, and the control buttons. More or less, you do not need control buttons. I don't think that I ever use them. The other great thing about this display that it can run everything, not just Raspberry Pi. So when I was setting up my Intel NUC, I disconnected the connector, which is included in the package, and connected the Intel NUC. And I was able to use this display, or this display here, to look and see what's going on my Intel NUC when I was installing the new Proxmox on it. The cost of the item currently is $89.99 US. And this is it for this Mail Day with Bearded Thinker. I really do hope that you did find something useful or interesting this time in the mail. And by the way, if you have any suggestions or links to items that could look potentially nice to buy, don't forget to leave them on the Discord server because YouTube doesn't like comments with the links. If you have any kind of a comment or a suggestion, you can leave it down in a comment section below. If you did find something useful in this video, don't forget to give me a like. And if you still haven't subscribed, don't forget also to hit the subscribe and also the bell button so you get notified on the future videos and of course the streams. And there should be stream next Saturday where we will be selecting one lucky winner that will win the SwitchBot Pan and Tilt camera. More information about the giveaway can be found in the SwitchBot Indoor and Pan Tilt camera video that was released last week. And before I end up this video, I really would like to thank everybody who is supporting me and has become YouTube channel member. Thank you all for all of your support. And of course, thanks to each and every one of you who has watched, liked or subscribed to my channel. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below. and I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun.